Okay, so I'm making Sopapilla cheesecake pie, and the first thing you want to do is get 2 blocks of cream cheese and set them out so they are easy to whip together. So what I like to do is take them out of the box. You put your cream cheese in there, and what I like to do is cut it into pieces. This has been sitting out for a while, so it's kind of messy to cut, actually. This kind of just breaks it up. Let it sit there. Put it over to the side. I'm going to take my 9 by 13 inch pan and I'm going to grease it. You could use lard or Crisco or any kind of shortening and just get it all around the sides. Okay, now that I have my pan greased, I'm going to set the oven for 350. I'm going to go ahead and get that preheating. Alright, so now I'm going to get the stuff ready to go into the filling. And what you do is you just take a cup of sugar. Put it into your creamed cheese and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla flavorings. What I use, this says in my recipe, I got it from allrecipes.com, and it says to use Mexican vanilla, but this stuff tastes pretty good, so that's what I've got. I don't even know where you'd get Mexican vanilla. There's 1/2. There's 1 teaspoon. Okay, now for the bottom layer, the crust on the bottom, you're going to take 1 can of crescent rolls. You're going to put this in the bottom of your greased baking pan. And you're going to pinch together all the perforations that they put in there for the crescent rolls. I like to just kind of mush them together. Some of you watching probably think I'm making soap because it sounds like Sopapilla. This is not soap. You can eat this stuff. Now I'm going to take the filling that has the cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla flavoring, and your 2 bars of cream cheese, and I'm going to mix it together with a mixer. I'm going to use the dough hook mixer pieces, so that way it's not so hard on my mixer. But anyway, you mix this together until it's real creamy. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take my other can of crescent rolls and open them up. Do the same thing on the top. Try to find that edge. Again, this recipe came from allrecipes.com. I've just changed it a little bit. First thing you do is you have a whole stick of softened butter. This isn't really softened yet, so what I'm going to do is put it in the microwave for like 15 seconds. And you don't want it liquidy, but if you do get it like that, I did it like that the last time and it turned out just fine. So I'm going to put this in the microwave for 15 seconds and try not to melt it completely. And then I'm going to put the other ingredients in. Okay, so I have my 3/4 cup of sugar here, and I'm going to put in with that 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. We're close to it. This is half a teaspoon, so I'm going to put 2 of these in there. So that's 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 3/4 the cup of sugar, and then I'm going to add this to my softened butter. Okay, so some of it's softened and some of it's melted, but that's okay. Like I said, I did that the last time, melted the whole thing, and it didn't seem to matter. So anyway, I'm going to add this to that, stir it up. This is so easy. The worst part is when you have the cream cheese and it's not warm enough and it's hard to mix and you can't hardly get it creamed. It's still got lumps in it. I have people in here that do not like my scraping of the fork on the bowl. They're grimacing. So anyway, I'm going to take that and just put it all over the top. Making this for my mother and my aunt. So they've never tried it. I keep bragging about it, and it's gone by the time we get a chance to see them. So we're not allowed to touch this one. I'm making it late at night too, so that helps. If you're on a diet, this is not exactly the best thing to choose. As you see, I haven't had a post about being on a diet for a while, so here we go. This is nothing I've made new. It's just something that I found, and I thought, hey, share this with the world. They don't know about it, because I just found out, and I'm 41. Okay, that's pretty good. It's going to go around anyway if I didn't hit every single thing. And that will melt right in there too. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven for about 40 minutes. Make sure, I have a friend that's made this before, and she said that if the top is kind of gooey, that, you know, leave it in the oven. So I found that in my oven, if I leave it in there for 40 minutes, it makes it perfectly done on top. You'll see that it's like a golden brown. So I'm going to put it in there for 40 minutes, and whenever I get it out, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is straight out of the oven. This is what it looks like on top. If you look down here, you can still see it's still bubbling. So what you do is you let it sit for like 15 minutes till it cools off, but it's still kind of warm. It's really good that way. So anyway, you can still see that it's bubbling around the bottom. Maybe not on this side as much. You can see over here on this side that it is still, see that it's bubbling down there. Alright, so it's cooled off for about 15 to 20 minutes, so I'm going to cut it. After, you've had all you want, you could put it in the refrigerator, just covered up with some plastic wrap. So there it is. It is good stuff. Here's a piece for me. Really good. You'll love it if you try it. It's my favorite dessert of all time.